Hello everyone, this is Ascending High Priestess. I hope you guys are doing well. For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for those of you who have been with me for a little bit, thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, we are a growing channel, so it would mean the world to me if you guys actually subscribe and be part of the Ascending High Priestess gang. So I thought that we would get started. I haven't done this in a while. Let's just see what messages pop up for you. Let's see what Spirit wants to say. What Spirit wants to say. Sometimes they're quite chatty. Sometimes they are not. So let's see if any names or anything pops up. Okay, I'm hearing that for a lot of you, you're always telling people that you're fine. I'm fine, I'm fine. Kind of reminds me of Ross from Friends. I'm fine. You know, they ask you, how's your day going? I'm fine. When you are not. Spirit wants you to stop doing that and acknowledge your feelings. Okay, your feelings are valid. They want you to stop saying that you are fine when you are not, and they want you to reach out to them when you're feeling, down in the dumps, or you're feeling angry, or, 2026, they want you to acknowledge those feelings because you have been bottling up too many things for too long. And this is going to cause, or could possibly cause, other issues like health issues. Okay, for some of you, your anxiety, it gets your I'm hearing your tummy. So maybe you may even have a grandmother on the other side. They're saying that you've been doing this since you were a kid. Okay, so they want you to sort of work on that. Okay, for 2026, they want you to realize that your feelings are valid for whatever reason. Maybe when you were younger, your mom, maybe you're from the South. Okay, maybe your mother told you, or your father told you that your feelings were not valid, or we don't, there's some families that feelings are not discussed. Okay, it's just not. And this is just part of how things are. Your feelings are not discussed, and they want you to kind of go with the flow, and that's it. Okay, it's not something that is up for debate or discussion. So growing up in that type of home can be very stifling, can be very detrimental to your mental health, especially when certain things bother you. Okay, and Spirit is saying that when you're telling everyone around you that you are fine, every time you do that, it crushes you a little bit more. And this is not just hurting you, but it's hurting them. And they want you to sort of get past that. Okay, and get past of telling people that you're fine when you're really not. Okay, Meg came out. Okay, so that may be a nickname for somebody. Meg. I'm also getting Cam. Okay, may not be spelled this way, but this is how they're giving me the message. Cam and Miggy. For a lot of you, okay, as kids, you may have been whipped. You may have been hit, if and you felt like your little spirit was being wiped out, due to a lot of tension in the home. Okay, For a lot of you, this may be affecting you to the point where you're having a lot of sex with strangers. There's the ding, right, as I said that. For a lot of you, I'm even having a hard time speaking. This is something that you have a very hard time putting into words with people. This is something that you don't speak about as an adult, okay? I'm getting Mac, okay? But Spirit is saying that for a lot of you, you know these are facts, okay? These are facts. And this is making you feel so tired, okay? So tired. And you have to start looking within to sort of fix that, okay? In 2026, they want you to fix that because they want you to, this is something that this is like a heavy burden, okay, for you. And they want you to kind of work with that, all right? So that's just a quick message for some of you. All right, so let's see what Spirit has to say, what kind of energy. Let's do this. What kind of energy is the collective in right now? And because we're all different, you know, things just pop up sometimes. Joy and pleasure, okay? Joy and pleasure. Interpretation, promise of happiness, pleasure, hope, and fulfillment. It develops fraternity, kindness between relatives. So this is what they're hoping for you. This is what Spirit is wanting for you for 2026, okay? They want you to be happy, okay? They want you to get rid of all these sorrows and all these people that don't mean the best for you, okay? They're not, yeah, they want you to walk away from feeling like this, okay? They want you to stop focusing on certain things that just, you know, are not good for you, okay? They want to bring you or gift you more emotional stability for 2026, okay? Then they realize that, you know, a lot of times I'm hearing your speech, like your voice was stifled, okay? Your voice was stifled. And this is how you felt most of the time. It's so sad. You know, my heart goes out to anybody that had to go through that, especially as a kid. You know, this wanted to come out. Yeah. They are, you know, Spirit is here right now to let you know that they are going to be working with you. For a lot of you, they've been standing guard, okay? They've been standing guard. There's like a door between what was and what will be, okay? There may be a tower coming just to kind of get rid of anything that's unstable in your life, okay? They don't want to see you like this anymore, okay? They do not want to see you in sadness. They don't want to see you overwhelmed. They don't want to see you crying. Just remember, just like, even though she's crying and she has these swords just hanging over her head and these thoughts that may be ruminating, she's also very protected. She's also in a bed that's very comfortable, okay? That's very warm. So Spirit does have your back, okay? Even if it didn't feel like that, all right? Yeah. They're going to start working with you for a lot of you, very slowly, okay? They don't want to overwhelm you. They want to give you, you know, these things so you could start, you know, having, again, with speech, maybe that you need to tell somebody off, okay? They're going to work with your finances. For a lot of you, This is who you really are. Okay, you are the star. You are the star, okay? That's a very Aquarius energy, so you may be very, very quirky, very independent, okay? You're going to be moving into calmer waters in 2026, okay? Calmer environment. There's going to be people that are going to be helping you move forward, all right? Let's see. Yep, you may be right now at a crossroads, okay? With something or someone. There may be someone in your midst, a new lover. There may be someone that's still kind of hanging around. Are you going to pick the soulmate? Are you going to pick the friend? Are you going to be meeting someone? It's a fated meeting, okay? There may be someone in the background hanging around, okay? You may be meeting someone in a party. As we all know, holidays are here. You may be getting a text message from someone very, very soon. Or you may be experiencing a breakup that may lead to a new love, okay? And that new love could be self-love too. So for those of you who are not ready, and I always say this, if you see anything in the card that, you know, denotes a new love and you're not ready for that, that's okay. Put all that energy into yourself. All that love that you want to give or you potentially want to give someone, put it into yourself. Pamper yourself. Love yourself. Take yourself out, you know, because that is also going to heighten your vibration and it's going to bring in all new wonderful things. You know, maybe you had someone that left you because they thought the grass was greener on the other side, you know, but the grass is always green when it's from Walmart, I always say. And no offense to Walmart, I just, you know, that's my thing. This, you know, person may have been toxic, but they are in regret, okay? Major regrets in 2025. Major regrets in 2025. These are songs that I had created. I'm still waiting for some other cards to come in, just why I haven't even like shown. This person thinks about you. Don't worry about the band if you've never heard of them or don't know anything about the band. Focus on the title and the lyrics. So you may want to look up the lyrics, okay? This person thinks about you all the time. They know there's no one like you, okay? They know there's no one like you. But you or this person may have been in a cycle where one person was lying constantly. And this person, again, they know that there's no one like you. There's no other girl like you, okay? There's no one like you. One more, please. And when you walked away, they felt broken, okay? They felt completely broken. This breakup may have been, you know, may have happened because of a karmic. This person may have been a walking red flag and you knew it. This person may be an energy vampire or the karmic is an energy vampire. You may have had many, many past lives with this person, okay? You know, you are an earth angel, so you attract a lot of different types of energies and people. You know, there's going to be a new lover that may pop up, and again, you know, with, you know, that's your own discernment. For some of you, you may need a healing bath, okay, if you're into that. For some of you, you may have a child that's gifted. You may have a child with your past person. For some of you, you have to start working with your Ascended Masters. And if you don't know who an Ascended Master is, Ascended Master could be Jesus, it could be Allah, Vishnu, you know, whoever those great big, you know, guys are, and girls too, you know. So just look them up. For a lot of you, you grieved this relationship, okay? You grieved this relationship. But this person that you were with had a God complex. They were very narcissistic, okay? This person may want to strong arm you and, you know, try to tell you, well, you know, we have a kid together, or we had a life together, let's get back together. Why are you thinking of, you know, trying to start a new relationship with a new lover when we had XYZ years together? You know, that kind of thing. This person may be broke, okay? For some of you, you may have even lost a child with this person, okay? You are in a high priestess kind of energy. You may have seen a lot of this. You may have seen a lot of this. And this person or these people that, you know, want to see you struggle, they're under burdens, okay? But they're under burdens because of their own making. It's, you know, they were foolish. They were very, very foolish. Very, very foolish. This person, this person may drink a lot, okay? Or the person that they were with, this person was trying to get you or their other karmic pregnant. Yeah, this person may have been married to this karmic. She definitely wants to show her wonderful work here. You know, she's a drunk or he's a drunk, karmic, soulless, a fool, broke, likes to strong arm people. They're an energy vampire with a God complex, walking red flags. I'm here, STDs, you know, and these people are spiritually barren. They were doing love spells. They were doing money spells, you know, and they were trying to probably even attack you in a sneaky kind of way, okay? That is the energy. Let's see what advice the Spirit has for you. Yeah, Spirit knows that you sacrifice a lot in this relationship, okay? They are quite aware of that. But they also know that you are the light and you always seek the light no matter what, okay? Which is why I said earlier that you are very, very, very protected, very, very, very loved by your ancestors and the people that you work with, okay? Which is why they're going to make sure that your foundation is very strong, okay? For some of you, you're going to be gifted a house, okay? That was a promise. You gained a lot of wisdom going through this, okay? A lot of wisdom. And even though there were obstacles, the ancestors were always with you and your spirit guides, okay? They were always guiding your way. And, you know, for a lot of you, a lot of people think, well, you know, I've made mistakes. I don't know which way to go. I don't know which way to go. You know, there's so many different things that I need to do. And my take on it, there's no right or wrong. You know, there's going to be blessings on both sides. There's going to be lessons on both sides. And there's going to be, you know, there could be heartaches. There could be joy, you know, joyous moments. But it's the way that you deal with each problem. And it's the way that you learn from spirit, from each and every lesson, okay? Maybe, you know, turning left, there may be 3 really hard lessons, but 10 blessings. You know, turning right, maybe 10 hard lessons, but 2 blessings. You know, it's just a matter of each direction that we take and what we learn, because at the end of the day, you know, they're going to be a certain amount of blessings and lessons that we all have to go through, okay? And that is the message, my loves. I hope that you have a great week, and I will see you. Take care.